Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by. This is my first video for the Valentine's 2019 card series. I did a video with all the stuff that I had pulled from my stash of what I was going to use or possibly use for my cards. So if you watch the first video, which I'll link that, you'll see some of these things that I mentioned in that first video. Alright, so the very first thing I did was I found this Basil cardstock scrap, and I embossed this. Now there is paper that you can buy at Joann's that has a core to it. So if you want to do embossing like this and use a sander, this is actually a nail file that which I didn't think it was going to work on this, but I thought I would try it. But if you have core paper, you can sand it and the core comes up a lighter color. I just happened to find this in my stash and decided to go ahead and pull it out and use it. I'm going to grab my scissors here. I don't see my favorite scissors sitting on my desk, so I'm going to use this. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fussy cut this. The edges do have some, you can, go in and out, or you can just fussy cut around it. So that's what I'm going to do on this. I'm just going to go around it. The paper that I'm using, it's the base of the card is red cardstock, and then I'm going to show you a 6x6 paper pack that I chose the black and white paper from. I love black and white when it comes to Valentine cards. Whoops. I'm just going to trim this up just a little bit. For some reason I do. Okay, so that's that. Now, it's going to be a Gatefold card. So I'm going to take my 8.5 by 11, open this up. I'll set this aside because I don't need that on my desk anymore, this either. And I'm going to go down to 5.5. Make sure that it's lined up there evenly. And I'm going to use that card there. And then I'm going to cut, while I have my trimmer on my desk, a 5 1/4, which is a 1/4 inch smaller than the A2 size card, and 4. And that's going to be what's going to go on the inside of the card. And now let's do the gatefold. Now the way I do it is I kind of do a pretend fold here so that I know where to go with the sides. So let's just pull this in. There we go. I'm going to line it up. Just throwing my stuff around over here. I didn't pull out my bone folder, so I'm just going to use this. And I'm going to bring this in as well, making sure that it's all the way to that edge. And do it like so. I'm going to have 2 layers to this. Let's just take a quick measurement. So this should be helpful to what we're doing here. Okay, so that's 2 inches. And that's a little over 2 inches, so I didn't fold it exactly the way it should be, but I'm okay with that though. Alright, so I'm going to use this as my bottom layer, and I want some of the red to show as a border. So let me cut this off just because it's bugging me. Alright, so I'm going to want to do this one. Oh, let's do a little under. Just like that. And then the card itself is 5.5. Oh, why did I have to measure that? I knew that. So this is a 6-inch strip, so I'm going to go down to here, do 5.5. Oops, actually let's pull it down a little bit more. Not a full 5.5. Okay, so that's going to go in here. And then we're going to do another one like that as well. And we're going to to go a little under 2. And then a little under 5.5. That one will go there. And then this adorable XOXO. Cut that so I can cut it evenly. We're going to do 5. Let's go a little over 5 because I want the stripe paper to show as well. And then I wanted it to go this way though. All right, so let's go this way a little. Let's go right here. Usually I cut everything out before. See, I covered up all the stripes. I'm going to bring it down even more. Usually I cut out all my things before, but I thought it would be interesting to see how I do it this way. I'm going to go even more. Do another one. Another 8. Just seems like a shame to cover that up when I want to take a quick measurement of this. I forgot what I did. I did 5.5 on that one. Okay, so let's bring this one down to 5.25. Nice. See, now you can see it like that. Okay, so this is 5.25. And I actually forgot what the measurements were for this. Let's go ahead and remeasure 1.25. And then I think I'm all done with my cutting. Now we can put the card together. Get our glue out here. This red is like a really bright, I don't know how else to describe it. It's a bright red. I'm just making sure that all my borders are even. Just giving you a heads up, my mailman just drove up, so my dogs are probably going to bark. Okay, now we're going to put this on the top of this. I love this paper. Oh my gosh, love this paper. They didn't bark. Good for them. Okay, so bring that in here like that. Okay, so this is actually going to go right here. And I'm going to get my foam adhesive in a minute, but let's go ahead and stamp the inside. I'm going to be using Mary's Mini Messages from Cards TV. And there's one in here that says Happy Valentine's Day. There it is right there. I don't think I actually had this one out when I did my preview video. I think I went back later and found it. Okay, so that's that. Oh, I don't think I showed you this either. This is the paper pad that I chose. All right, so I've got my inside. And I don't know if you noticed or if I mentioned, it's like a grayish color. Now I'm going to bring this up here. Stick it on my fingers. And then I'm going to grab my stamp set that has the let me find it. Somebody's calling me. One sec. Okay, that's strange. I can't find the one stamp set that I'm looking for that has the XO, but I saw this one. I'm going to go ahead and use this and put it underneath the words like this. Get that lined up here. by using the grid lines. I'm just looking at it here. This has to go. Oh, that looks pretty good actually. Put it in the middle. Okay, now comes the markers. I'm gonna use my red pen to do the one heart that is gonna stick out. These are Memento ink pens. Okay, do this real quick now. Go ahead and do the words, which does actually look crooked. Bring that down. Excellent. Okay, now we're going to do this. I'm going to hold this flat. It may not stamp clear, depending on how well I do on inking these hearts up. And the frame as well, which I'm kind of thinking it would look okay not to have it perfectly stamped, you know, like a perfect black line, but kind of making it look fadey. All right, if I don't like it, I can flip this over and try it again. Actually, I'm gonna do this on the words. I don't like the way that turned out. It's kind of resisting the stamp. Okay, let's see how this looks. I'm giving it an extra push on that bottom snap. Oh, that's so cute. All right, so I'll take it. I accept. I'll clean that off after I'm done with the video. All right, so let's put this in on the inside. Great. All right, now I'm going to get a piece of my foam here, which I found a bunch of this. Actually, when I was going through my stuff for D-stash, I was like, oh wow, I have a lot of that stuff. So I'm only going to put it on one side, making sure that's not sticking out, which it is. So I'll trim that off. And try to get that right down the middle there. And then I'm going to put the ribbon on it. Now there's a couple different ways you can do gate cards. You can do it with paper, or you can do it with actual ribbon. Now this ribbon is stretchy, and that's why I chose it, because here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my Tim Holtz stapler, folding it in a little bit, and I'm going to staple it. I wanted to take a measurement first. On the inside, and then that'll be the band. If I can get it in there, there we go. I think one will be enough. All right, let me trim this. I'm gonna do two. I have a feeling that's gonna not hold as well. Okay, then flip that around and put that on like this. Put that in the back. It'll still fit in the envelope just fine. There won't be any problems with that. All right, there it is. Now you can put the belly band up here as well. It doesn't matter whatever side, or you know, up at the top or down at the bottom. So, all right, that's my very first card. You slide off that belly band, open it up, and you have a happy Valentine's Day. I love this embossing heart. Very, very cute. I guess you could put it over the top of the heart too if you wanted to, but nah, I don't know, whatever you want to do. All right, so that's it. And thanks so much for being patient in the process video. Have a great day.